It's no coincidence you stumbled upon this video today, because your guardian angels come bearing a crucial message meant specifically for you. A friend made a mistake, and they're too anxious to ask if you have ever second-guessed your friendship with them. The angels say to think about a time when you feared losing a close friend over an error or misunderstanding. What thoughts raced through your mind? Was it panic, regret, or perhaps a deep wish to turn back time? Just like you, your friend is currently trapped in a whirlwind of such emotions. They're replaying scenarios, wondering how a single misstep might unravel the threads of your long-woven bond. It's a testament to the depth of their care for you, highlighting how much your perception matters in their world. To be clear, their mistake had nothing to do with you, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. However, what they did reflects poorly on them as a person, at least in their own mind, and that's why they've been scared of you finding out. They're afraid that if you knew the truth, it might change your perception of them, and they've been too nervous to ask you about it aloud. Within this storm of self-doubt, your friend might be feeling isolated, as if they're the only one who has ever faltered. But isn't it true that we all have our moments of fallibility? Reflect on a time when you felt judged for a mistake. How did you wish others had responded? This common thread of human experience ties us all together, emphasizing the importance of empathy in maintaining strong relationships. It's not just about forgiving others, it's about understanding the universality of our imperfections. By fostering a space where mistakes are met with empathy rather than judgment, we cultivate relationships that can withstand the tests of time and trial. Your understanding and patience at this moment could be the key that unlocks a deeper level of trust and openness between you and your friend. How might this shift in perspective influence the way you handle conflicts and misunderstandings in the future? I repeat, a friend made a mistake, and it's making them feel unworthy of your friendship. They're too anxious to ask if you have ever second-guessed your friendship with them. Unraveling the fabric of friendship over a single mistake is a heavy burden to bear. Yet it's not uncommon for individuals to magnify their faults in the eyes of those they hold dear. For your friend, the fear of disappointing you has morphed into a relentless cycle of self-doubt and anxiety. They grapple with the weight of their transgression, fearing that it may irreparably damage the bond you share. At the same time, they long for reassurance, a glimpse of hope that their mistake hasn't fractured the foundation of your friendship beyond repair. They yearn for the opportunity to lay bare their vulnerabilities, to seek forgiveness and understanding from the one person whose opinion matters most to them, you. They're so consumed by anxiety that they haven't considered the possibility that they might be judging their own actions too harshly. In their self-imposed punishment, they fail to recognize the need for self-compassion and forgiveness. It's as if they've become entangled in a web of their own making, unable to see the light of understanding and kindness that surrounds them. In moments like these, the shadows of doubt can loom large, obscuring the light of our inherent worth. Consider the strength it takes to acknowledge our flaws and still extend kindness to ourselves. Self-compassion isn't just about easing our own pain. It's about acknowledging that human imperfection is universal. When we're gentle with ourselves, we open the door to being more understanding towards others. How can you practice more self-compassion in your daily life? Can you recall a moment when treating yourself with kindness led to a more positive outlook? Sharing this approach can inspire your friends to adopt a kinder view towards themselves, which is the first step in healing and moving forward. Reflect for a moment. How often have we allowed a single mistake to define our entire being? This is a common human experience, a harsh inner critic taking the stage. It's important to remember and perhaps remind your friend that everyone stumbles. The true measure is not in never falling, but in having the courage to rise and seek redemption. What does forgiveness mean to you? Have you ever found strength in forgiving or being forgiven? As their friend, you possess the unique ability to offer them the solace and support they seek. Your ability to listen and offer a shoulder to lean on doesn't just make you a good friend, it makes you extraordinary. There's a rare kindness in your spirit, a warmth that can turn even the coldest fear into a comforting embrace. Watching you navigate this delicate situation is inspiring, and it's clear why your friendship is treasured. Your compassion doesn't just mend fences, it rebuilds them stronger than before. How often do you take the time to acknowledge your own kindness? Remember, it's your empathy and understanding that can transform this challenging moment into a strengthening bond. That's why your guardian angels wanted you to hear this message. While their mistake may have caused them to question their own value, your steadfast support has the power to lift them from the depths of despair. You can't force your friend to tell you what they did, but you can remind them that even in moments of imperfection, they are deserving of compassion and forgiveness. In the end, the strength of your friendship lies not in the absence of mistakes, but in the willingness to forgive and grow together. Your friend's misstep may have tested the bonds of your relationship, but it's through moments of vulnerability and reconciliation that true friendship flourishes. As you reflect on today's message from your guardian angels, consider reaching out to someone who may be feeling distant, someone who might be silently hoping for a sign of forgiveness or a word of reassurance. Just a simple message or a warm conversation can reignite the warmth of old bonds and inspire new growth. Imagine the ripple effect of your kindness stretching far beyond this single interaction. How will you use your power to heal and uplift today? The courage to extend an olive branch could turn a moment of uncertainty into a lifetime of loyalty and deep mutual respect. In this moment, as you stand at the crossroads of forgiveness and holding back, remember the profound strength embedded in compassion. Each step toward understanding can bridge the widest gaps, transforming fleeting misunderstandings into enduring alliances. Let this message be a beacon guiding you to act with heart and resolve. Your actions today are not just about mending a fracture, but about forging a future rich with mutual respect and unwavering support. Embrace this chance to be the architect of such a future and watch as your world blossoms with the beauty of healed relationships and unshakable trust. I want to end with a prayer for you. Lord, I lift up to you someone who is grappling with the weight of a mistake made by a friend. Grant them the wisdom to see beyond the error and embrace empathy and understanding. Help them recognize the universal nature of human imperfection and the power of forgiveness to mend even the deepest wounds. Guide them in extending compassion not only to their friend, but also to themselves. For self-compassion is the cornerstone of healing. May they be a beacon of kindness and understanding, offering solace and support to those in need. Amen. As you reflect on this message, keep in mind that kindness and forgiveness are the pillars of any meaningful relationship, and their impact on those who value your friendship is profound. Type 505 to claim this message and the blessings inside for your own. Try and leave a positive comment for other viewers who might need a positivity boost in their day. The universe sees it as an act of kindness that fuels the cycle of good karma. You'll be spreading positivity and receiving the universe's blessings in return. Let's uplift each other and create waves of good energy together. I also want to pass on a time-sensitive message from the moon to you, and you need to hear it today. A subtle yet powerful energy will push you to make a critical decision by the end of the week. I was amazed at how accurate my reading was, and I know you will feel the same. An important message is waiting for you in the next video. Will you hear it?